Hi, my name is Angel Zamora, and this is for multicultural counseling. I'm interviewing Jessica from Mexico. So, Jessica, what are the most important values and beliefs of your culture?
Well, as Mexican, we are a very friendly people, very religious. The religion is very important in our country, and that make us be a very open people, smiling people. We like people. We like parties. We love family, especially parties or meetings with family. We enjoy support people, yeah, but sometimes we are a little bit elitist. That's some negative points of our culture. But in general, when someone requires support, we can give the support. So that's very good things about our culture. And we love music, we love dancing, we love friends. We try to take even the difficult situations with humor, and sometimes we are a little bit dramatic, yeah, because of these emotions and feelings that we used to have. But at the same time, we face these kind of situations. We face them very soon. So the Mexican culture is very close to the death, and that's one of the part of the traditions that we have in our country. And that's very important. But I guess later I'm going to talk about more about this.
Okay, all right. Question two. Could you please describe some important cultural events, celebrations, and practices in your culture?
Yeah. As I said previously, the religion is very important, and so many of our traditions and celebrations are around them. So we are celebrating, for example, the Guadalupe's Lady Day, the Easter week, the the Death's Day, Christmas, Kings, where the children of Mexico, like with Santa Claus, they receive gifts from the three kings. The three kings are the kings who gave gifts to Jesus Christ when when he was born. So the children in Mexico they receive the gifts also. In this celebration, we have another tradition when we have a special piece of bread, and inside the bread there are some small dolls that they are like supposedly representing the kings. So the people get together, they cut the bread, and if they receive one of the dolls, that means that they are going to have fortune for the next year. So this is one of the things. But if you get this doll, okay, you are going to have a good luck, but you need to make a party with tamales and atole el Día de la Candelaria, the Candelaria's Day that is in February. So you invite the people who were in the cutting the bread, and you give tamales and atole to them for the celebration that you are going to have a good luck. Another special celebrations is the Mother Day, the Father's Day, the Independence Day. That's a very big party. Independence Day, the Labor Day, the Family's Day, the Grandparents' Day. It's so many. We celebrate everything. Okay.
Okay, great. Question three. What are some reading materials, films, or videos that you can help us learn about your culture?
Oh, that's a very nice question because recently we have watched Coco. Yeah, it's a very nice movie. That definitely, it's a good movie to see how our culture is because it has values involved in this movie and all the color of our culture, the music, the family, and all these traditions like the Death Day. And okay, Coco is one of them. Um, if we want to learn a little bit about politics in Mexico, how this start, how was in the past, and how it's evolving, we have a soap opera. The soap opera is the name in Spanish is El vuelo del águila, and we can notice it how was the politics in the past, and some people have the right to emit their vote and another people no, and so many things. So in that soap opera we can see definitely how were the things in the past. And there is a movie, yeah, and in this movie you can detect how is the politics life in these days nowadays, and the name is La Dictadura Perfecta. But in general, Cantinflas movies are very good. They that those movies can reflect the humor of the Mexican people.
Okay, great. Um, how do you think others outside of your culture view your culture?
Well, I have had contact with people in the United States, people from Asia, I can say from China, from India, from Singapore, Malaysia. I have had contact with people in Europe, in different countries in Europe also. And all the people think that Mexico is very good. When I was in India, they asked me, "Where are you from?" And I say, "Oh, I'm from Mexico." And they told me, "Oh, the good Mexico." And when I was with French people, for example, with German people, they were like, "Oh, you're Mexican. Oh, that's so nice." Like I guess they can detect that we are like very colorful and friendly, and that's kind of new for them, and they like that. So I was very well received from all these people. I have not had any problem. But for example, one of the situations that I faced was that they received just the bad news from Mexico, and they always asked me like, "Hey, what is happening with the narco?" And "Oh, how is your family?" And actually, some people from Europe, they were thinking that in Mexico the life is still like in the ancient times, like the people is traveling in donkeys, in horses, and the man is still using the hat like that. So for me, it was like a wow, no, we are normal like you. I'm sorry. And but when they meet me, they say like, okay, now we can detect that the Mexican are not exactly what we are thinking, because they receive the information just as I said, that just about news, and in certain, for example, if read a book, they are going to read information like, for example, in the communities, in some not well developed communities. And yes, we're still having this, but it's not all the society, just like a very communities, very, that they are very far or like that. But in general, the society is not like this. But then they are realizing how we are. Yeah.
Okay. And what are the fondest memories you have from your childhood regarding your culture, for example?
The family meetings. I remember that the grandfather of my mom, he always said, "Hey, let's get together every weekend, every Sunday after the celebration in the church." We used to go with him to have the lunch or just to spend some time, and we were taking food in his home, and we were enjoying. So everybody were there, and the family meetings, I love the family meetings, and we were doing this every weekend, and that's what I remember in most.
Okay. Okay. Um, have you ever experienced prejudice or discrimination? Can you please elaborate if you have?
Mm, I guess discrimination, I have not faced any case of discrimination. It's weird because, for example, now that I'm here in the United States, in the news you can realize that everywhere you are reading about discrimination. And yes, there are some videos, but personally, I have not faced this. About prejudice, prejudice, I guess, yes, like I say, like in Europe, they were thinking that the Mexican were like we were living in the ancient times, and they were thinking that maybe I was rich, and that's why I'm more like them. But I say, no, I'm not rich. I'm middle class, and I'm like you, and so many people are like you. Yeah. Um, I guess that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. How do you perceive counseling and counselors? How do you perceive
So, okay, I can understand. Okay, according what I'm thinking about this, it's about that people who can give you support in certain situations, I guess so. And they are very helpful because if some people in this country, for example, that you can find every type of people and from everywhere, so to match with the culture, with the differences of culture, can be a little bit difficult. So definitely the people need some help to know how to manage some stress, or how to manage, how to be with the other, or how to adapt to the environment that they are facing now. So I guess absolutely they are helpful.
that? Okay. And when it comes to counseling, what approach or interventions do you think would help you or someone from your cultural group the most?
I guess it's about mostly it's about psychologically, I guess so, because yeah, it's about how to manage the stress, how to manage even sadness, because you don't know what the people is facing when they are maybe changing their culture and their environment, and they are leaving their families, and it's a very difficult situation. So I guess it's mostly is psychologically, I guess.
Okay. Okay. And last question. Is there anything else that you would like to add to help me understand your culture better?
um Attend to the Mexican Paris. Attend to the Mexican Paris, because you are going to realize that how the people is that, yes, we want party. The thing is that the Mexican, it's very weird because our religion and our traditions make us be close to the dead. So being close to the dead is something a little bit dark, but at the same time gives you the like the criteria to enjoy life. So the Mexican, even if you have a bad time, you want to enjoy your life. So that's why we are like, we love Paris and we like happiness and we smile because we know that we need to enjoy now because later it's gonna be late. And for example, Mexico is a country that is facing so many difficult things. Like now we have this Sunday is gonna be our elections, and the situation is not very good because so many people are very tired of the government, and they are thinking about give their vote for um, for a candidate that is close or is following the ideas of Venezuela. So this is not good, but they want to punish to the last government. So that's a very difficult situation. But even then, yeah, we are enjoying the football now in the World Cup. We are making a big party. Yeah, so we are not crying. but at the same time, when we need to face the election time, yes, that will be very very hard, and it's getting very hard now. But even then, we are like yeah, facing sadness with happiness all the time because we are not very good, very in a very good standards. So if we enjoy, if you can attend a Mexican party, you will see from where is the happiness coming from, because we are every day we are living with something negative, negative. So we are like we are friends of that also. We are friends of that, and we can face that, and we can still going moving forward even then.
That goes on.
So yeah, so that's it.
Okay. Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate your help. Thank
Bye.
you.